this is what we're going to do today using After Effects and then the Adobe Illustrator for the this logo design. So let's watch. Logo is fading in and then text is animating. So this is the first one. Then the same logo and same video footage but a little bit different animation. And this is the second one. Oh, this is the third one. And another one. Okay, so 3 different styles of animation. So I'm going to show you how to create that logo in Illustrator, and then we will export it to Photoshop and to After Effects to complete this video animation. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and set the notification for my latest video. And let's get started. Okay, so let's create the logo first. I showed you at the very beginning. It's going to be kind of the monogram style symbol or logo. It's pretty useful. So first set your fill color to nothing and then a stroke color in black. Choose your line tool and draw the vertical line like this and set your stroke weight, the thinnest line, the lightest one. Then now choose your selection tool. Hold down the option and click on your line, hold down the shift and drag it right next to it so we can have a copy. Now we're going to have some more copies. We're going to need 8 total. So hold down the Command and D key so we can duplicate it. Command D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 lines total. Select everything and group it. Now make a copy of this entire thing. Excuse me. And then in your toolbox, choose your rotate tool and double click. Then rotate 120 degree. Okay. Now change your tool to reflect tool and double click. We're going to reflect it on the vertical axis and copy. So we have 3 groups of these lines. Select all together. Open alignment panel, horizontal and vertical center. So this is what we have. Now select everything. Let me zoom in like this. Now we're going to build the shape using the shape builder tool. So select all lines, choose your shape builder. Then I'm going to link it from this bottom left corner, the little triangle. Just to drag it like that. Let me change my fill color to black so I can see it. So let's keep linking. Next. So I'm halfway done. This way and here. Let me keep linking. Okay, so the big one is done. Now the little one in the middle. Oh, sorry. Not there. This way. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm done. Let me zoom out a little bit, select everything. I'm going to ungroup it. Let me select that shape and this shape and move out. Then let me get rid of all these lines. We don't need them. Okay, and then so this is almost done, but I want to make it simpler. So let's see what happens. With my direct selection tool, the white arrow, see there's a lot of anchor point. We don't need them. So I'm gonna make it simpler by using this delete anchor point tool, minus pen tool. So let me get rid of them by clicking. Okay, I missed that here. Okay, now the little one. You see, there are unnecessary anchor points, make it simpler. Okay, so it looks good. So from now on, I want to have a kind of rounded corner. So with this direct selection tool, let me click on this anchor point. Click. Hold down the shift key, and then I'm gonna select that one too. And you see that kind of little tiny circle. And then once you hover your mouse cursor, you will see that kind of little arc. So that means keep pressing your mouse button and drag it, and you can round it like that. Okay, now the second one. Click on the anchor point, hold down the shift key, add the selection, do the same thing. So I'm trying to match the curve like that. And that one. Shift, add the selection, and round it. Okay, the last one here, and there, round it. So it looks okay now. Okay, and then I want to make it a little bit taller, so I need to select all the bottom anchor points. Easiest way is just to drag and select all the 8 anchor points on the bottom, and then hold down the shift key and and click and shift and drag it down. So I'm gonna make it a little bit longer like that. Okay, and then next one, select that point, hold down the shift and add the selection. I'm gonna round that corner as well like this. Okay, so this is my symbol, the logo I made, and then we're gonna use that color. Okay, so select your symbol all together. Let me group it, Command G. And then with the eyedropper tool, let me sample this color. And then also I want to change the direction a little bit, kind of a diagonal like this. Okay. Yep, so my symbol, logo symbol is done. Now I want to apply some kind of a little more effect in Photoshop. So select everything, the symbol, copy, Command C, and now go to Photoshop. We're opening a new document, 800 pixel by 1000 pixel, and create it, 72 dpi, and create it. Let me paste it, Command V, and as a pixel, okay. Hold down the option, make it fit in this new document. About this size is okay. And hit the return. Now on this new layer with my symbol, I'm going to add some layer style like outer glow. It's okay. And okay. Then let me save this file as the transparent background PNG file so I can open it, I can use it in my After Effects. So let me hide my white background and then go to File, Export, Save for Web. I'm going to save as a PNG24. Make sure you check the transparency box. Save it to my folder as a logo.png. Logo.png. Okay, and let me check my folder now. So I have my logo.png here. And also, this is the other video clip I'm going to use. It's a kind of a tropical, the beautiful kind of forest scene. Okay, I downloaded this file from pexels.com here. So once you go to Pexels, and then you will see the video options here, and just to type the word like a forest I have, or anything's fine. Okay, so please download the any video clip you want to use. Then now I'm ready to combine my logo on this video clip in After Effects. So go to After Effects. We are creating a new project. Okay, and then we will make the new composition first. New composition. I'm going to name it as background composition. Okay. Okay. Then from my the folder, I have a video clips, and then also I have this logo.png file. I've just made it. So select both and just drag it to your project window, just like this. Okay, now in the background panel, open this composition. So I'm here at background composition here. Then choose the video clip and just drag and drop. So I have a background. So this is my background composition. So let me hit the space bar. So it is playing this beautiful scene. Okay, now we're gonna keep using it. We're going to create several different kind of animation with the logo and the text together. So I'm gonna create another new composition. This time, let me name it as animation number 1. I'm not gonna change anything. So the same setting, the HD quality, the 1080 pixel, and then 10-second duration, everything's the same. Okay. Now, in this new composition, animation 1, as you can see here, let me place my logo.png first. It's quite big. Hold down the option, shift, click and shift, and let me make it smaller. Okay. Horizontal center, that looks good. And then also, let me type, I named this company or something as an Aqualand. So like this. Let me place it, align, horizontal center. I'm gonna layout it maybe like that. Okay, so as you can see, there are 2 layers. Bottom layer, I have a logo, and I have a text layer. Or we can switch the order. That's fine. So first the thing is, I want to animate my logo first. So I want to make it kind of fading in, and then I make it a little bit smaller. Maybe something like really simple thing. So first the thing is, my playhead is on 0 second at the very beginning, and my logo is selected. And then you will see the more hidden layers. See the transforms. We're gonna make change the size like a scale. So I want to have the kind of 2 keyframes. First one as a departure, and the second keyframe as a destination. So click on this stopwatch on scale. See the blue diamond? Excuse me. That's the first keyframe. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, maybe like that. Maybe about this size. Okay, and then let me move my playhead up to 2-second mark, and let me make it smaller, about that size. Okay, so this happens. Okay, and also at the same time, I want to change the opacity value, like a fading in. So on, excuse me, the 0 second at the very beginning, click on this opacity stopwatch to insert the first keyframe, and change your opacity value down to 0. So we start from nothing, and then move your playhead up to 2-second mark, and then change your opacity value up to 100. So it will be fading in and getting smaller like this. Okay, it's not too bad. And also I want to control their speed a little bit. So let me select all these 4 keyframes together. Okay, then go to animation, keyframe assistant, and easy is, and see the difference. So it's a little bit smoother and slowly starting and then getting a little bit faster. Okay, so and then my plan is once I have my logo like this and I want to have my the text after. So after 2-second mark. So on bottom layer, which is my text layer, let me grab it. You see that the mouse cursor changes, and then I drag it to the 2-second mark. So we do not see the text at the beginning for first 2 seconds, and then text will show up. Okay. Okay. So let me make it simpler like this. We're gonna do something in this text layer. Click there. Excuse me. So first thing is want to apply the animate. So click on this on 2-second mark and choose position. Okay. And then once you choose a position, there you see there are a lot of sub layers. And then under Animator 1, you will see the range selector. Click there. So in this range selector, we can decide where to start and where to end this animation. So I'm going to start on 2-second mark. Click on this stopwatch, and then let me move it to 1 second or maybe 2 seconds, 2 more seconds. So 4-second mark, and then increase the percentage things to 100. So that means the animation from here to there, something happened in between these two keyframes. Okay, so now place your mouse cursor, your playhead somewhere here. Then scroll down, you will see the position. I'm going to change that just a Y position. So let me move this number up. You see that? So I'll keep increasing that number until the letter D is gone, like that. And this will happen. Watch this. It is pretty cool. Okay. Spacebar to stop it. I'm selecting my 2 keyframes, and then I will apply the easiest option as well. Under Animation, Keyframe Assistant, and Easy Ease. And let me rewind it and play. Isn't it cool? So my composition number and the animation number 1 composition is done now. So to combine those two, what I need to do is open your background composition, the first one with the video clip. Then select the animation 1, the composition we just made, and drag and drop, just overlay on top of that. And watch. Rewind it, hit the spacebar. So this happens. The speed is not real time. So once you render it, it will be better. Okay. So my animation 1 is done. Let me do another one. I'm creating another new composition, this time animation number 2. All the same settings. Okay. And then let me have my logo like we did. In the center, I'm going to make it a smaller option, click and shift. Okay, a little up. And I'm going to type Aqualand again. On horizontal center, align horizontal center. Let me move it up a little bit. I'm going to make it slightly bigger. Okay. So Aqualand. Put it up a little bit. Okay. So first, let me animate the end of this logo first. this time a little bit differently. The logo.png here, let me do this, transform, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change the position here. Okay, and then on 2-second mark, let me move up. So I'm making kind of really subtle change. You know what? I'm gonna have the kind of different like the opposite direction. So on the first one here, I'm gonna move even down. No, up. So it's kind of a falling down. And on the second keyframe, let me move my playhead on 2-second mark. I'm gonna move it down. So it's gonna be just like this. Okay, I like that. Then let me change the opacity value as well on at the very beginning. So playhead is on 0 second. Click on the opacity stopwatch for the first keyframe. Let me change the opacity value down to 0. Then on 2-second mark, and move this all the way up to 100. So it is very slowly moving down and fading in like this. Okay, and then also like we did, I'm gonna apply animation, keyframe assistant, and easy ease. Okay, that looks better. Okay, now I'm gonna do something for the text on 2-second mark. So we want to have the text like we did after 2 seconds. So let me move it to a 2-second mark. So we see nothing, just the logos, and then from 2-second mark, we will start seeing the equivalent, the title. So first thing is on equivalent, the text layer transform, I want to make it fading in first. So opacity value things. So click on the opacity stopwatch first from 0 and maybe at just 1 second mark. So on 3 seconds. 3-second mark, let me increase my opacity value up to 100. So this will happen so far. Fading in. Okay. Then now I'm gonna do something more. Okay, so from here on 3-second mark, the second keyframe, let me click on this animate. This time, let's change the scale. Okay. So range selector first. There are sub menus. I'm gonna start the from there. So I'll click on the start stopwatch, and then maybe 2 more seconds. So on 5-second mark, like that there, and increase it up to 100. So this text animation will be happening between 3 and 5 seconds. Okay, so let me place it somewhere here, and you will see if you scroll down, see the scale. Let me make sure that your chain link, the constraint chain is linked. I'm gonna make it smaller. Maybe down to 0, not minus, 0. See, so this happens. Play. Okay, I can add some even more. Excuse me. This time you can keep adding more animations. So we change the scale. We can change more. So this time let me add more rotation. Okay, on 3-second mark. So range is the same. Range selector is the same. And then place your mouse cursor somewhere, maybe here. What I'm gonna do is, you will see the rotation. Let me change this angle by dragging, maybe like that. You can move side by side, maybe about this, and see what happens. We changed the scale already, and then also we changed the angle, rotation things. Isn't it cool? Okay, so let me rewind it, let me play it. Logo and the text. That's nice. Okay. Yep. Let me select these two keyframes. I'm going to go to animations, keyframe assistant, and easy is. Rewind again and see what happens. Okay, so I like it. So then now, let me go back to our background composition, this one. So this is the first one with the other animation 1 composition we did. So I'm okay with that, but I want to see my second one. So let me get rid of that layer. Then animation number 2, the one I just made. Place it on top, rewind it, and see how it works. Okay. It looks nice. I like it. Okay. So depends on the what you like better. Maybe bottom. Maybe you can use the first one if you want to. Delete. Nope. You can delete the first one, the one, and then you can just place your first composition like this. This is the first one we did. Okay. If you do not like it, place your second one. So you can just keep using it. Keep using the same background video footage. Okay. Let's do one more. Let me create another composition. Animation, this time number 3. Same settings, everything's the same. Okay. Then, like we did, I'm gonna have my logo here. Make it smaller. On center. Okay. And then let me type the title of this potential company. Okay. Oh, and this time for this one, when you type it, please make sure your paragraph option is center, not flush left or right, center only. Okay, so let me set the position first. Oops. There. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay. Okay, then for my logo animation, let me do this. Logo, click on your layer, transforms. There are more. I'm gonna make it change the size. Let me make it bigger. And then on 2-second mark, I'm gonna make it smaller like that. Okay, and also I want to change the position. So click on the stopwatch on the first, at the very beginning, and move it down a little bit. And on 2-second mark, I'm going to move it up like that. Okay, and also let me change the opacity value so I can have a fading in effect. So click on the opacity key, stopwatch on 0 second, make it down to 0, and then on 2 second mark up to 100. So it is fading in, moving, and scaling down like that. And then also I want to highlight all three keyframes, go to animations, keyframe assistant, and easy ease. Okay, then I want to start showing my text after 2 second mark. So once my logo is set there, then I want to have my text from that 2 second mark. So first thing is, as we did, I want to have the fading in effect first. So on the 2 second mark, click on the opacity stopwatch so we can have the first keyframe, then make it to 0, and on 3 second mark, so maybe just 1 second, and make it up to 100. So it is fading in. Now after that, I'm going to apply the animate. So my playhead is on the 3 second mark. So I have my logos coming in and my text is fading in. And we'll do something from there. Click on animate. This time we're going to change the tracking. The tracking is the terminologies from the typography. So you know the kerning. So kerning controls the space between the letter, and the tracking controls the entire length of your word. So tracking. So first thing is, like we did, I will need to decide the range of my animation. So starting from there, click on the stopwatch there. Then this tracking animation, it looks better with the kind of little longer time duration. So I'm going to restart this animation from the 3 second mark, maybe about the 7 second. So it's about the 4 second animation. Then click on the end stopwatch. So it's a little bit different from what we did. Okay. Then now let me move my playhead to the first keyframe here. Then scroll down. You see the tracking amount here. Click on the tracking amount stopwatch first. So we start from the 0 tracking. Then let me move this playhead to the 7. Then on the second keyframe, increase this number. Not too much. Maybe about that. So this will happen. It's a kind of a pretty elegant. So let me play it from the beginning. Looks like there's some kind of a movie title, the beginning of a movie intro part. Okay, then now I'm done. Let me go back to my background composition, this one. Okay, so this is the second one we did. Remember this? Okay, it's not too bad. And let me delete this. This time I'm gonna have my third one, animation number 3. Right on top. Let me rewind it and watch. This is a tracking. Fading in and getting wider. And stay. Like this. Okay. All right. Okay. So once you're done, once you're happy with this, you can now save your file first. Let me save it in my folder. I'm gonna save as equivalent. In that folder. Okay, and now I'm going to export it. Go to File, go to Composition, and Add to Render Queue. You see that? I'm not gonna change it. The best settings is okay. And then output module lossless, and make sure you're choosing your format as a QuickTime. And then video output format option. Please choose Apple Pro resolution, the 422 HQ, so the high quality image of the video, and OK. And OK. And then output 2, it will be the destination where you want to save. Click there. I'm going to save it to my folder, and then I'm going to save it as equivalent number 1. Save it and render. Okay, so let me check my folder. I have equivalent 1.move. So this is the video clip, my third one. Okay, isn't it beautiful? But check the file size. Command I to get info. The file size is 279 megabyte for 10-second movie, which is too big. So now we need to compress it using Media Encoder. So my Media Encoder is not open yet. So let me open my Media Encoder. Okay, so this is my Media Encoder. Easiest way is from the Finder, and find your video and just drag and drop. So drop to here. You see here. Make sure the file format is H.264. This is the most common file format for the web browser on the internet. It has a really good compression. And then preset. Let's try, just a YouTube, the 1080 Full HD. And then now output name is okay. It will have an MP4 extension, and also I need to decide where to export, which is I'm on the right place. Save it and OK. Then click on play. It starts rendering and exporting. Let me check my folder now. Okay, so this is the second one. MP4 file, same quality, same size. Okay, and let me check the file size. The first one was a 279 megabyte, and this one is now 20 megabyte. Just terrific. Okay, so same way you can do this. So that was my third one. Let me go back to my timeline, and I'm going to have my second composition I did, which is this one. Okay, so we can do the same thing. Go to File, Composition, add to render queue, like we did, and then you can repeat the same steps. Then you're gonna have this one and the first one as well. Okay, so I hope this video is a little bit longer video, but if you follow me step by step, it should work. If it doesn't work, please leave a comment. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.